everyone, welcome to the channel. It's Radko from Radko Tarot, and in this whole video we're going to look into Libra Sun, Libra Moon, and as well Libra Rising. Weekly general tarot reading March 15th up until March 21st, 2021. And if you find yourself interested into a personal reading with me, or if you do want to check my tarot classes or take my tarot classes, you can check out the description down below, and there you're going to find a link to my website where you can view and of course purchase either or both of these services. So with that being set aside, moving to the general reading of the week for you, Libra. The first card that we do have, guys, that is going to be the Five of Cups. Moving next, what we do have, that is going to be the Wheel of Fortune, followed by the Eight of Swords. Just so I make sure, yeah, that's the Eight of Swords. The fourth card that we do have for you, that will be the Two of Wands. And the last one for you, Libra, that will be the Seven of Wands. These 5 cards, like that. Can you see them well? Yeah, okay. So it's quite of an interesting week where you are actually, I don't know how to say it really in English, but it is where you are climbing up a precipitous slope. And the start of the week here with the Five of Cups. Now, needless to say, Five of Cups, it's kind of like people take it as a quite of a poignant card, and it's true. I mean, it kind of leads you to disappointments. Some people could experience as well losses, you know, but usually those disappointments and those losses that you may experience at the start of the week, they are either provoked by unrealistic expectations. So it's not like things are not working out for you, but you just have expected way too much from it, okay? Or it is just, how can I say, these disappointments as well are from a self-criticism. Like you always feel you can do better, but it is just, you know, it is never working out the way you feel that you can perform better in it. But what you're not taking into account, it is the exterior influences in this way. In other words, the obstructions of the environment. Yes, you can do better, but it's just you don't have the resources right now, or something else stops you of doing better. The point here with the Five of Cups, it is that you have chose well. Whatever you decide to do throughout the week, it was the right decision, okay? Or whatever plan you had for the week, it was the right plan. Just because you do face a certain predicament at the start of the week, okay? Just because some things are not working out the way you have anticipated or the way they should in your mind, you know, or you're not happy with your performance at the start of the week, that should not be a prerequisite that you should abandon your plan or abandon your goal, or in generally, oh my god, I have something in my eye, or in generally abandon, you know, the idea you had for the week itself. And right after this, these times where, you know, you're gonna feel that you could have done better, or that things should have developed better, we do have the Wheel of Fortune, and that is where the things pretty much stirs up. And from a point where, like I said, you know, you are disappointed with the results, we are having a point where you are going to now be impressed with the results, and that is going to happen overnight. Monday, say you are very displeased of how the project is running through and how the project is developing. Tuesday, you are amazed of how well things are working out. That is because the Wheel of Fortune at some point, out of nowhere, out of the blue, gives you the opportunity to make a difference, gives you the opportunity to change things around, and to make, in some drastic cases, once in a lifetime change into your life. You can expect a lot of things to move around, a lot of enterprises for you to do, and every single one of it has a positive how can I say, incorporation in your life. It has a positive, it will leave positive mark in your life. Some people associate it with luck. I would say that you find yourself at the right time, in the right moment, in the right place, with the right skills, okay, or with the right presence, and that's why this thing is granted to you. I don't know how, it could pretty much manifest in many different ways, but at that stage you can expect a lot of work, a lot of projects, a lot of people to meet, okay, and a lot of opportunities as well to you to express your love, to express your gratitude, to express your presence, and that itself is going to attract the opportunity you need to make a difference, to make a change, to overcome, to try to reverse this poignant taste, this how can I say, foul taste you had in your mouth that was caused by the disappointment of the Five of Cups, which, by the way, is just a temporary disappointment. Is nothing to cry for. Or even if it is a loss, it will happen to be just a partial loss that very quickly could be catched up with. All right, very quickly could be substituted with a success instead. And right after that stir, this speed up of the environment and these good opportunities for you that will allow you to make a difference, to change things around, to reverse being feeling like on the rock bottom at the highest peak. We do have the Eight of Swords, and that is the point where you are going to have some kind of questions. And these questions are going to be addressed toward yourself. And it will be in regards to this transition, you know, how you were able to pull it through, how from a situation that seemed doomed, you have transformed it into a situation that it is very productive, very lovely, very lucrative, and so on and so forth. Well, with the Eight of Swords, what will come about here, it is that the only conclusion you're going to come about to is going to be that it happened because you broke down the self-imposed limitations. Just what I spoke about before. Expect too unrealistic expectations of oneself, not accounting the exterior influences that are obstructing you, or too unrealistic expectations about the situation, not accounting that the situation can grow just this far for that period of time. And once you do realize that, you know, everything has its own condition, especially what you are developing here, once you kind of like put an accurate perception of how much you can do in such a span period of time, and you know how much you are allowed to do as well, that will make you feel free. For that will be the truth. For what if the truth makes you free, then what then how of the truth makes you, right? And one thing I want to say when it comes to material representation of the card, that's Eight of Swords is when you are trying to explain yourself to people, okay? But it happens something like, we call it in our country a broken phone. What it means that you are explaining yourself to your colleague about a project, and they are explaining what you have explaining to them to your boss, but they're not explaining it the way you do, so your boss understands something completely different, all right? And that could happen in romantic relationship and so on and so forth. So here, what the key to that is to be very elaborative, to kind of like, when you try to explain yourself to your person of interest, to your boss, to your colleague, whatever, if your explanations cannot be fathomed by a third grade child, there is no point you explaining at all. You will have to explain yourself in a way that you are starting from the rock bottom, from a letter A. You have to presume that that person doesn't know anything about it. And that will be the way how you are to push through because the communications throughout the week are not going to be, how can I say, in their peak. They're not going to be something flawless. And that's why you have to put an extra attention into it. That's why you have to put extra effort into the communications that will happen in between you and everybody you work or everybody you're associating yourself with. And right after the dropping down of these self-imposed limitations, we do have the Two of Wands, and that is just your personal realization how well you did thus far. So at the start of the week, you have the opinion of your achievements very low, and now we have it very high. Just through some processes of self-analysis and some processes of a luck that comes about and allows you to study your situation. And now you see that actually where you're sitting, it is sitting on a very good achievement. Okay, you have accomplished quite a lot, and you are to find yourself kind of proud of it to a certain extent. Now the question is though, can you expand on it? And the question and the answer with the Two of Wands, it is yes, guys. I mean, you can expand on it, but you have to be very careful how you do so, because the tendency of the Two of Wands, it is one to expand aggressively, no different than wanting things to happen today, this moment, or overnight. And this unyielding standpoint, this aggression in terms of demand, could actually deprive you of everything you have accomplished. And for that reason, you have to be very careful at that stage how much you push your subordinates, for example, how much you push your friends, how much you push your beloved ones, and so on and so forth. You need to know your limits. Although with the Two of Wands, it is a sign, like I said, that you are stepping on good achievements, and you have to seek a way to expand on those achievements. Two of Wands, it is a power, but not political power. It is a personal power, the power to force or to kind of like push things to grow things through. And so as they are now good achievements, they will become a very solid patterns if you do so. But you also need to have the awareness to seek the reason within yourself with the Two of Wands, because at this stage, as much as it depends on somebody else or how developing the situation can be, it also depends on you. If you have to sign up for some qualifications, do it so. If you have to learn something new, do it so. If you have to consult yourself with somebody, do it so. Don't be proud. But no matter how difficult the thing looks like, it's definitely accomplishable, because with the Two of Wands, even if that is kind of like figurative strophe here, and it says that no matter how dark the place seems that you are in, if you do remember your goal, the lights of it will illuminate your path moving forward. So it only thing that matters right now, it is what you want to accomplish. And should you want it that bad, the lights of it will illuminate the path, meaning that it will show you what you need to do to get there. Are you up to the task? Well, that's your problem now, not the card's problem. And how you are ending up the week here is the Seven of Wands. And Seven of Wands is very finicky card, very tricky card. And in this case, it says so many things. First, that says it is that you are going to present yourself very strong and very aware, in a sense of that you will know what to do, when to do it, where to do it. That's one thing. The other thing, however, it is that you are going to have some rivalries, right? People see that you are developing things here with the Two of Wands, because you become aware of your true capabilities at the Eight of Swords, and now they want what you have. They want that chance for growth. They want that chance for success. So they will try to knock you off balance. They will try to take your place. You have to be readiness to jump into action to defend your position, to defend your relationship, to defend your job. How you do so? Well, in a couple of ways. So because though these villains, I will call them that way, are not directly associated with your development, they cannot do anything physical about it. What I can do only is either to spread some gossips that you are not up to the task, or that's, how can I say, to lie for you straight away. That, for example, you did something bad in the days, that you are a cheater, for example, you know, that you're not loyal, that you're not faithful, that you are a bad performer, and so on and so forth. Now, as soon as you hear those gossips, you should not disregard them, but you need to have the readiness to deny them or to disapprove them or acquit them. I'm sorry. So to acquit them straight away. Okay, just those accusations needs to be overruled at spot by your iron arguments about yourself. The other way how they can try to knock you off balance is by offering something that will stray you from your path. And here your resilience to temptation is going to be tested. Whichever the way is, don't allow anybody to sway you off the path that you have consciously chosen. You stick with it for as much as you can, up until its very end, for no matter what it takes. So that being said, Libra, this was your weekly general tarot reading, guys, March 15th up until March 21st, 2021. Hopefully you do enjoy it and you do like it, and we are to see each other next time. Until then, bye.